Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all good. I am Robinson, Department of Social Science. I am your social science teacher. Today we are going to start a new lesson from 9th standard social science, very particularly history second lesson. So the name of the lesson is Ancient Civilizations. So ancient civilization. First of all, we have to know what is the meaning of ancient and civilization. So the meaning of ancient is known as once upon a time. A very long time ago, there was a group of people, they started to settle in one particular place. Why? Because before the civilization is emerged, the human being, they lived like a nomads. The Neolithic people, the hunters and the food gatherers, they started to follow the way of life is nomad life, and they started to move from one place to another place according to their wish, according to their need. So this is totally changed after millions of years. So that only they started to settle one particular place. So one group of people, they have started to settle in one place and they started to following a way of life. In that particular group of people, they had a variety of changes in their life. So what type of changes? They were developed in a number of things. For example, agriculture, they were developed in science, they developed in astronomy, they developed in mathematical activities, they developed in medicine, they developed in art and craft, they developed in a number of cattle rearing. A very lot of activities is held when people they started to live together in one particular places. So in this place or in this lesson, we are going to study 4 important ancient civilizations. What are they? Let's see one by one. Egyptian civilizations. Second one, Mesopotamian. So Mesopotamian. And third one, that is Chinese civilization. And fourth one, the fourth one, it is says about our own civilization, that is Indus civilization. So Indus, this is, we know that a river which is originate in the place of Himalayan mountain range, and it started to flow in the western side of India, and it started to irrigating the places of both India, Pakistan. These are the places. So in that particular place, there was one group of people they lived, they only known as the Indus Valley civilization. So that is known as Indus. So these are the 4 civilizations we are going to discuss in this particular session. So the Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Chinese civilization and Indus civilization, where it was flourished. Flourished means where it is originated or started, that is we have to know. So all these civilizations was originated in the place of river banks. So in which place? So that is in the place of Egyptian civilization, it was flourished the river of Nile. And second one, Mesopotamian, this civilization was flourished between of 2 rivers, that is known as Tigris and Euphrates. In that place only the Mesopotamian civilization was flourished. And third one, that is Chinese civilization. This was flourished in the place of Yangtze and Huanghu, which means that is Yellow River. In that particular place, the Chinese civilization was flourished. And last one, that is our civilization. From here itself, we know that Indus is known as a name of a river. So all these 4 civilization was flourished in the place of river banks. So why it is flourished in the place of river banks. See, you could see that picture. This picture shows that a kind of buildings where it is constructed. It is constructed very close to the river banks. Okay, why? What is the need for constructing the places very close to the river banks? Why? Because for each and every activities we need water, isn't it? So, for irrigating, for agriculture crops we are making now, for that we need water, construction purpose and doing and trade. For multi-purpose we need the water, so that only in the place of river banks we start to construct and we started to settle first. Okay. Next we are moving to one by one. The one by one is known as the first civilization. Okay. Just now only I mentioned the types of civilization, and now we'll go with the first civilization, that is Egyptian civilization. So, the Egyptian civilization, what kind of contribution they give to the world, that is we are going to study in this particular topic. So, Egyptian civilization, when we start to read, so we come to know that they gave an importance for monumental architect. A huge and variety of construction was held. So, during the time of Egyptian civilization. Agriculture, that is primary one. So, agriculture. And second one, they gave an importance for art. And after that, they gave an importance for variety of field industries. And finally, they gave an importance for cattle rearing. So, cattle rearing and medicines. Variety of sectors were developed, medicines and everything so on. And particularly, they are very famous for a preservation of dead bodies. Okay, that is known as, we know that we also seen a variety of movies, mummy. Okay, so mummification, this was originated in the place of the Egyptian civilizations, isn't it? So, there's a plenty of contribution was did by the people of Egyptian civilization. Almost we have to add one more thing, that is philosophy and literature. So, literature. So, these are the contribution was given by the people of Egyptian civilization. And after that, the geography. So, where it is located at that time. So, that is we have to know. Actually, this picture can give the whole message about the situation, okay, the location of the Egypt. So, Egypt, this is present on the earth in African continent, very particularly north eastern side. We know that this is north and east, west, south. So, the Egypt is located north eastern side of the African continent, and very particularly the Egypt civilization was flourished close to the Red Sea. So, Red Sea, that is in the eastern side, northeastern side of Egypt civilization, that is covered by a Red Sea. The north side of Egypt civilization, that is covered by a Mediterranean Sea. Okay, so these are the one. And after that, we have to know that there is one river was flowed. Okay, the name of the river is Nile River. Actually, this is a perennial river also. And the Egypt, this was covered both the side, that is a desert. So, how there was an agriculture was held at that time, we have to know that. With the support of the Nile River only, the people of Egyptians, they lived very happily and they contributed lot to the society. Sir, in desert, how the flow of water is possible? You may ask questions. But there was one lake. So the name of the lake is Victoria Lake. From that place itself, there is one river is started to flow, originate. That is only is known as River Nile. So River Nile is start to give a number of contribution for the growth of the Egyptian civilization. So this is the location of the people of Egyptian civilization and settlement. Okay, now we are move on to next topic, that is which group of people they lived. Okay, the first group of people, that is known as Hyksos. So Hyksos people, they are the rulers and they were the under the control of the Egyptian civilization, and they leave the place 15th century. Very particularly during the 15th century, they lived in Egyptian civilization. So they are belongs to the West Asia. So West Asian side, Egyptian civilization. Okay, so that is the one. Second one, Persians. At present, we are telling now the Iran and Iraq. So this group of people, okay, they also lived and they are also part of the Indus Valley civilization. And after that, Greek, you made familiar about this word, okay. In science and social science, we are heard the word. This word belongs to a Greek language. So the meaning of this, that is came from Greek language. Okay, a famous historian and father of history also. We come to know that no, the person Herodotus was he is a Greek historian and Greek philosopher. Okay, so the person, okay, so he used in a Greek language, and the Greek, it indicates the Greece country. Where it is located? It is located at present in Europe. And after that, the Romans, we are all familiar about that. Okay, Italy. So the capital of Italy, that is known as Rome. Okay, so these group of people, okay, now they are splitted and they are settled in variety of places. But once upon a time, they were lived in the place of Egyptian civilizations. So these are the group of people who lived in Egyptian civilization. We have to know that. And next one, the society. The society and administration. But I forgot to read the word, that is known as Paro. Maybe it is a new to you and me also. Okay, the Paro is known as, that is a name of one person. That is one power. Who is the person? The person is known as the ruler of the Egyptian civilization. So they had a variety of structure like triangular. Okay, so first and foremost person is known as, in administration wise, the person Paro. Paro is known as the ruler of the Egyptian civilization. And second category people, they are known as government officials and nobles. So nobles is known as viziers. So they are the people who have all the land, okay, territories under their control. But you have to know that Paro is head for everything. He is a divine of God. So everything comes under the control of a Paro only. So the person Paro, he give the land to the persons, government officials, nobles, viziers. And what they have to do? They have to rule the place and they have to give the land to the agriculturist, and they will do a number of agriculture activities. And after that, we know that even now also there is a number of priests are there. Okay, Christian priest, Muslim priest and Hindu priest. So variety of priests are there. So the priest was existed on those days itself. And after that, there was soldiers. Okay, the main work of the people, okay, protect the people from others in the sense the foreign invasions. So who can do that? That is can do by only the soldiers. They are the third cadre. And after that, the scribes. Scribes is known as the literatures. We are studying now the literatures. This is written by somebody. For example, Merchants of Venice. So this is in one book. So this was written by whom? This was written by the person, a famous poet. Okay, you might read in English. Okay, the person Shakespeare. So the person is written. So like that, the literature and everything was did by the people of scribes. So that is the work of scribes. And next level, that is known as the merchants. Merchants, the main work is known as doing a trade. So they are doing a trade with one country to another country. So just imagine, those times we do not have any kind of transport facilities, but how it was very frequent to us, okay, to do and trade with others. So that is we have to know. So this is did by the merchants. So merchants, they started to do a number of commerce and trade activities from one place to another place. Okay, so they are the next level of the people. And next one is a craftsman. Here you could see that a craft people. Okay, one person is doing a paint on the pot, and another person is doing in sculpture activities, and another person he is acting as the mason. Okay, and last one, that is known as a man who is doing as the craft works, weapon. Okay, and finally blacksmith and goldsmith. These are the persons who are doing the works. So it shows that a variety of craft work they did. At the same time, they are very familiar in making cloths. Okay, so that is the one. And last stage, that is known as farmers and slaves. So these are the pyramidical of the administration of the people of Egyptians. While we are discussing about the Pharaoh, so there is one important ruler was there. The name of the ruler is known as Tutankhamun. Okay, he is a famous person, and his sculpture also we could find, okay, in the pyramid. Okay, so that is very, very important. Why? Because the people of Egyptians, they believe that their life is going to be continue after their death also. So for that, they started to preserving their dead bodies. Okay, the dead bodies, it is not preserved by all the peoples. So all people dead bodies is not preserved. Only people those who are hierarchy level. For example, pharaohs, and after that the nobles. Sometimes the soldiers. Okay, a man who did a number of contribution to the society. Sometimes the scribes. So these are the persons. Dead bodies was preserved by the people of Egyptians, and it is made up of a pyramid. Okay, so that only I told you the person, the ruler of Egyptian, Tutankhamun, his body was preserved by the Egyptian people. So this is also one kind of source or evidence of the Egyptian people. So they were lived in very long time ago. So it shows that the Egyptian civilization, one of the oldest civilization among the 4 civilizations. Okay children, I hope today you learn a lot of messages and some unknown fact also, and enrich your knowledge. Children, below this video in description box we attached study material, question bank, self-assessment and everything. Kindly go through that and enrich your knowledge to become as an enlightened person in this society. Thank you.